Seated in the auditorium this morning are family and friends who have, in many different ways, supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. And on the platform are the college, faculty, and staff who have motivated, encouraged, and inspired these students as they completed their coursework and their collegiate experience. And before us are the candidates for graduation who've become good friends, mentors, colleagues, developing relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. And we join then as members of an extended support network to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness their accomplishment. That celebration now begins. Presiding over the summer commencement ceremony is the president of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davie Jane Gilmore.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. And welcome to the summer 2018 commencement ceremony for the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Students, you're about to take your place among the educated women and men who have earned college degrees. At times, I am certain that you have felt that this day was a long time in coming, but now the hard work is done and the moment has arrived, and the celebration now begins. I encourage you and your families to revel in all that this day has to offer. Trust me when I tell you, many years from now, you will look back on this and other milestone moments in your life's journey with very special fondness. During my 2 decades as president, no ritual has brought me more pleasure than conferring the degrees upon thousands of students. They cross this stage and enter a new chapter in their lives. They're eager to celebrate academic accomplishments before embarking on a new exploration and a new adventure. In your brief time with us, you have touched the lives of the people on this stage and the colleagues across this campus. Today, the entire Penn College community honors your educational achievements and what they signal for you as prospects in the world of work and the world of life. Penn College's degrees that work are a passport to secure employment and rewarding careers, but the particular paths mostly are up to you. We live in uncertain times. There's an expression that says, "May you live in interesting times." It's said to be a translation of a Chinese curse, and it is, "Don't let your lives be cursed by our interesting times." So give your best effort in all that you do. The Little League World Series will take place here in Williamsport in a couple of weeks. And there's a baseball adage that goes like this: hustle never goes in a slump. Some things are beyond your control, but your commitment to working hard in pursuit of your goals is not one of them. Today is an occasion to savor, and feel free to commemorate it with videos and pictures. This is when we would normally have the MC or the speaker say, "Turn off your phones and put them away." But this is the Penn College of Technology. So in fact, I'm going to tell you to turn them on. Now, I would like to not hear the theme from something while I'm up here, but I'll take the first picture. You should commemorate your celebration and enjoy the day. So we look forward to hearing about your success. We look forward to hearing about your accomplishments. And most of all, we look forward to this celebration of what you have achieved today. Congratulations and welcome to commencement.
And you can tag those photos with hashtag PCTGrad. So, I would now like to introduce Mr. Elliott Strickland, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Strickland.
President Gilmore, Mr. Young, Provost Starkey, distinguished faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the August 2018 graduating class. It is my great pleasure this morning to introduce your student commencement speaker. Laura Duke did not follow what we often assume as the normal path of a typical American college student. However, this atypical path is often a common path we see at Penn College. A native of Idaho, Laura graduated from the Boise State University in 1994. Laura eventually moved to Pennsylvania to further her career as an athletic trainer. Currently working for UPMC Susquehanna Sports Medicine, Laura is the athletic trainer at the Montgomery Area School District here in Lycoming County. In 2016, as another step in advancing her career, she came to Penn College. Laura was a member of our first physical therapist assistant class, and today is a member of the first cohort to graduate in that program. Laura has been a leader inside and out of the classroom. Leading by example, Laura earned a perfect 4.0 GPA in her 2 years at Penn College. She graduates today with highest honors with her Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapist Assistant. Please join me in welcoming your student commencement speaker, Laura K. Duke.
Whew. I think I may have had just enough coffee to get through this, but I'm not quite sure. Thank you, Mr. Strickland, for that wonderful introduction. I may have to hire you for my job interviews. Good morning, Dr. Gilmore, Penn College faculty and staff. Greetings to all of you, the family and friends who have come to share our special day. And especially greetings to those sitting before me, the graduating class of 2018. I received an email from Jennifer McLean with congratulations on being selected as the student speaker for commencement and that I had been nominated for this honor. I thought to myself, this must be some sort of mistake because no one would nominate me to speak because I think it's the most terrifying thing in the world to do. So I emailed Nancy Wood, my academic advisor, to see if she knew anything about it. And guess what? She did. She and Chris Tilburg, my clinical advisor, had nominated me to speak. After several email exchanges with Nancy, her final email stated, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." I was so close in emailing back, "Then you better get the AED ready." I'll try not to make you guys work, but I think I'm in perfect hands if that becomes, necessary. In a moment, I'm going to tell you a story. But first, I'm going to congratulate all of you. I'm the old lady who decided to go back to school. I haven't worn one of these since 1994. I needed a new direction. I needed a change. And that's what I received from Penn College. Whether you started fresh out of high school and your direction was discovering a new career, or whether you're a non-traditional student like myself and needed a change and a new focus, I congratulate all of you for completing that journey and graduating today. When I tell my story, please think of all the classmates you went through your individual programs with. Think of how you became a family through the hard times, through the fun times, the exams, the labs, and all that made your program and classmates special. Now to my story. It begins with the two women I mentioned earlier, Nancy and Chris, who changed their careers and took a challenge of starting the new physical therapist assistant program here at Penn College. The story ends with 16 of us who took a leap of faith to enter this new program and become the first graduating class. The middle of my story is the hardest part. The exams, the practicals, the papers, the presentations, the growing pains of a new program. We all sacrificed. We all said bad words. It was a hard journey, but we had fun along the way. We had celebrations. We had lots of candy. We had donuts. We had babies. Well, Levi, your wife had the baby. We had engagements. We had a marriage. Very sneaky, Sam. Congratulations. Most of all, we had each other. So to Amanda, Taylor, Kylie, Ellie, Sam, Emily, Kate, Angela, Nakia, Allison, Jess, Lindsay, Ryan, Levi, and Missy, my partner in crime. If you wouldn't have taken the plunge, I wouldn't be here. It's been a privilege going through this program with you. I consider you my friends and my family. And we really need to do yearly reunions because we do fun very well. I would like to thank our faculty, Cheryl, Mary, Jody, Kimber, and Adam, for all your expertise and knowledge and support, for making yourselves available, for coming into labs on Saturday, sacrificing your time to make us great clinicians. And I want to especially thank Nancy and Chris. Without you, there would be no us. I hope we've made you proud today. I need to say thank you to my husband, Brian. You're my rock. You're with a single dad. You're my proofreader. You're my best friend. I love you. And my inspiration, my son, Jackson. I did it, buddy. I got 1 week left and then no more classes. I love you both. I would like to finish by saying thank you to the family and friends and faculty who are the support and inspiration for these graduates here today. And graduates, I hope that in some small way, my story captured your experience at Penn College. Good luck and best wishes to you all. Thank you.
And I, for one, Laura, I'm grateful no AED, really. That would be a first that I could live without. The Distinguished Alumnus Award recognizes an alumnus or an alumna who has made significant contributions in his or her chosen field, and how they demonstrate the importance of their Penn College education and how they participate in leadership roles in their community. During this ceremony, I am very happy that we will be honoring Mark Atwater, an associate professor of materials and manufacturing technology at Millersville University. In 2007, Mark earned a Bachelor of Science in Manufacturing Engineering Technology and an Associate in Applied Science in Automated Manufacturing Technology, and an Associate in Applied Science in Toolmaking Technology from Penn College. He also earned a certificate in nanofabrication manufacturing administered through Penn State University. Subsequently, Mark has earned his Master of Science with distinction in mechanical engineering from the University of New Mexico and a PhD in materials science and engineering from North Carolina State University. In addition to serving as a faculty member at Millersville University, he is the guest researcher in lightweight and specialty metals for the U.S. Army Research Laboratory. He's also researched and written more than 150 articles as a contributor to engineering.com. Mark holds several patents, has written a textbook on materials and manufacturing that will be published this fall by McGraw-Hill Education, and is the author of several dozen scholarly articles that have been published in professional and scholarly journals. At Millersville, he is a busy professor. He serves on the academic standards and college curriculum. He does general education review, Made in Millersville planning, the Brossman Frisbee lectureship, and promotion and tenure committees. He's also a member of the Library Advisory Council and serves as library liaison and faculty athletic liaison, serving the university and his committee in a variety of roles far too numerous to mention. While at Penn College, Mark's many achievements were profiled in the winter 2005 issue of the College magazine, and in summer of 2005, an episode of the former Degrees at Work TV public television series. Mark's 12-page resume documents an impressive array of academic accomplishments packed into the 11 years since he's been on the Penn College campus with us, and illustrates his ongoing contributions as a scholar and educator in a dynamic field. Please join me now in welcoming Mark Atwater, the recipient of the 2018 Distinguished Alumni Award.
Thank you, Dr. Gilmore. It's because of the people at Penn College that I've been able to accomplish what I have. And so I want to thank the Penn College community, not for only what happened, but for an enduring role in my professional development. I'm especially grateful to the faculty in automated manufacturing and machining. You not only gave me a template for learning, but now as an educator, also a template for teaching. Thank you. Graduates, congratulations on reaching an important milestone. But just as a physical milestone is a marker along a continuing path, this is not the end. This is a moment to reflect and an opportunity to chart a new course. As you navigate your professional path, be confident, but also be humble. You have an education, but your days of learning are not over. I also hope you will embrace challenges that will force you to grow. Even when it's difficult, be committed to finish well. As the saying goes, opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like hard work. Be ready to get your hands dirty. As noted, I changed majors with each degree. I've been involved in numerous facets of education and research. I've been very fortunate in these opportunities, but I've also heard no more times than I've heard yes. I've struggled and I've doubted while in the midst of it, but I kept on doing the work. Penn College's slogan is degrees that work. You have the degree, now be ready to work. Keep in mind that work is not everything. The best outcome from my time at Penn College is my wife, Cammie. She has supported me through my various endeavors, and I'm truly grateful to have her as a companion. We actually met in a Fundamentals of Speech class sophomore year. I only wish our professor, David London, could be here now. Hopefully I would get a passing grade. Important change rarely comes as a bolt of lightning, sudden and spectacular. Rather, it is the accumulation of seemingly small decisions and lessons learned. To quote Senate Chaplain Peter Marshall, small deeds done are better than great deeds planned. If you want to have an impact, don't wait for the right time. Work diligently at all times. If you do, you won't be caught off guard when the right time comes. Now may very well be that time. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that, by our charter, is given the final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I'd like to call upon Mr. John Young, member of the board of directors, to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Mr. Young.
Good afternoon, or I guess good morning. This is a very special occasion for all of you. The degrees being awarded have come from hard work, from the guidance and wisdom of the faculty, and from strong support from your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I extend to all the graduates our congratulations and best wishes. And to the supporting family members, the faculty and friends, I extend our thanks for your support. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Gilmore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you, on behalf of the board, to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate school dean.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these women and men have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Science degrees that you have earned with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements of their respective associate degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degree and certificates that you have earned with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations. You can remain standing.
Will all graduates rise?
Ladies and gentlemen, you entered this theater a few moments ago as candidates for the certificates and the degrees that you have earned. It was my honor to convey those degrees and certificates upon you. As a symbol of your entrance into the educated world of women and men, I'm going to ask you to turn your graduation tassel as I turn the tassel of your class representative. This will symbolize to the world that you are in fact now a graduate of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. You may be seated. As individuals and institutions, we all pass through clear stages of development, points in time when we grow in new roles and new responsibilities. This ceremony is a transition event for all graduates. Today, the Pennsylvania College of Technology will recognize individuals with academic honors. Outstanding academic achievement will be recognized for all students. The gold, silver, or white cords that they wear during this ceremony, white for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors, will identify these students. Blue cords will signify academic achievement for certificate students. In addition, we're very proud to recognize graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa. Their gold stoles and gold tassels will indicate their students. We are also proud to recognize the members of the Alpha Chi Honor Society, and white stoles will identify those students. We would now like to recognize our veterans, identified by their red, white, and blue cords. Those veterans who are graduating, including those who serve on active duty, as well as currently serving in all branches of the military, I would ask those students to please stand. While the veterans remain standing, I'd like to tell you about our veteran students. 31 Iraq campaign medals and 35 Afghanistan campaign medals. We are very proud of our veteran students. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, Dr. Carolyn Strickland, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Associate Provost, and the representatives from each school will present the candidates. We simply ask that you keep the area in front of the official photographers available. We know you might like to come down and capture your own picture, which is fine if you just keep the space in front of them available. And with that, our ceremony will continue. Thank you.
President Gilmore, I present to you the graduates from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
Justin Dominic Joseph Cavallero. James R. Richard.
President Gilmore, I am pleased to present the graduates from the School of Health Sciences, including the inaugural class from Physical Therapist Assistant.
Sylvia Brianne Beitelsbach. Kayla Marie Jackson. Megan A. Bordner. Alyssa R. Gosnell. Tyler Scott Dimmick. Lynn Ellen Vermelia. Melina Rachel DiGratola. Misty L. Rozicki. Elliot Joshua Hoy. Amanda Raymond. Ashley L. Marino. Elizabeth K. Asher. Kayla Jeanette Bilheim. Nelia Y. Borisov. Megan L. Bauer. Rachel J. Camacho. Heidi Marie Elliott. Nicole R. English. Laura E. Fawzi. Taylor R. Fulmer. Kelsey Hope Gantz. Haley N. Gombert. Kirsten Renee Goodby. Emily Marie Green. Cameron Laura Grimes. Tanea Alexis Holloman. Daniel E. Hantz. Zane A. Long. Valerie R. Losel. Fallon Elizabeth Mears. Michaela Erin Miller. Mara Morgan Mundrick. Caitlin Elizabeth Overcash. Chad Michael Quayle. Taylor Holly Schock. Brittany Michelle Short. Suzanne Elizabeth Spivey. Haley Elizabeth Stover. Sarah Elizabeth Thomas. Malanka Tomasevic. Elena M. Bonneman. Shannon Lee Watts. Cassandra Dawn Winters. Brianna Aldu Bayan. Amber F. Buck. Carly E. Engel. Amber L. Fryer. Melissa Elizabeth Greenfield. Elizabeth Marie Goriski. Mackenzie F. Haken. Go ahead. Sarah Elizabeth Heim. Jenna Kirsten Innerst. Christine Elizabeth Jameson. Hannah M. Kepler. Megan Elizabeth Lannon. Caleb Joel Mayenza. Kyle T. Pechtold. Terrell Michael Scott. Jamie M. Smith. Rebecca Noel Vanneman. Janelle Renee Wheeland. Elizabeth Catherine Wolozen. Brianna Nicole Zeckman. Abby Lynn Bauer. Lucas H. Bauer. Madison Lynn Carey. Jacqueline Lane Casey. Ariel Shante Eckroth. Catherine A. Fisher. Carlo Gardner. Curtis Ryan Gaiman. Montana Ray James. James Thomas Kane II. Danielle M. Clock. Bradley M. Lance. Alexa Meredith Maddie. Caitlin Renee McCaffrey. Benjamin Douglas Meyer. Allison M. Moss. Michael J. Pearl. Kirsten Taylor Flieger. Kowinder Singh. Rachel Callie Titai. Rachel Dwyer Trump. Angela Ray Vogt. Season Chantel White Knight. Ali T. Al Nasser. James A. Babinetz. Amber Y. Garbrick. Gabrielle E. Heilman. Catherine R. Keyser. Andy Michelle Lauritsen. Rachel L. Miller. Abdullah F. Kindle. Matthew S. Walter. Michelle K. Wan. Emery L. Beerley. James R. Fisher. Joseph Paul Hanstein. Sarah Ann Zimmerman. Emily C. Benjamin. That's it. Kate Carey. Angela Marie Cipolla. Nakia D. Hartzell. Levi K. Hewitt. Lindsay Brooke Johnson. Taylor May Lockerbie. Melissa A. Loudenslager. Ryan M. Plunkert. Jessica M. Scampone. Ellie Louise Sikorskas. Kylie R. Sikorskas. Amanda Ellen Stopper. Allison Elizabeth Stugart. Natalia Camilla Anderson. Christy Lee Barnes. Patricia Louise Bell. Brittany Marie Canfield. Morgan B. Denlinger. Kelly Ann Hicks. Brett C. Hoffman. Megan Nicole Lawhead. James Patrick Luigi. James Edward Mockamer. Tiana F. McCormick. Caitlin Elizabeth Miller. Jennifer Lynn Nicholson. Greenie Hitendra Patel. Kayla Elizabeth Rosbaugh. Kimberly L. Schwambach. Royce A. Snavely. Slade C. Storm. Dana M. Wido. Tracy K. Zumas. Alexis Ivy Ashby. Megan Elizabeth Burdenier. Amanda Ashlyn Crevier. Alex J. Donati. Brittany Renee Hartman. Tori M. Johnson. Brianna Nicole Miller. Kristen Michelle Emma Miller. Miriam Brooke Raquel Minium. Carissa Marie Neese. Anna Grace Thompson. Brianna Nicole Tucker.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates for the School of Industrial Computing and Engineering Technologies.
Jonathan J. Lapatowski. Gunnar Charles Larson. Abdullah Saad R. Al-Hatam. Trevor D. Brown.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the School of Sciences, Humanities, and Visual Communications.
Stephen James Moon. Esty E. McLaughlin.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Jabril Bai Conti. Heath D. Kiefer. I sometimes forget if I don't say it right away. Daniel J. Covell. Jeremy Scott Fisher. Seth Michael Young. Dumas? Yes. Mark J. Dumas.
Newgard.
Brockton P. Newgard. Jared Andrew Gadempsey. Ryan J. Vignona. And Laura K. Duke.
Your connection to the college does not end today. As graduates, you're now members of the Penn College Alumni Association. That's the main link between you and your alma mater. I encourage you to keep in touch with the alumni office because that's how we continue to hear about your incredible successes. Now, we know that you'll do that through some vein of social media, but we also do it by mail, just in case you remember what that is. You'll hear from us through our e-newsletters. It is important that you remember that we care about what happens tomorrow. 6 months from now, we're going to ask you to participate in a graduate survey. That's important to us because it tells us how you're doing in your career path and keeps us able to keep future students informed about how our successful graduates are doing. Now, I know that you're all ready to probably have lunch and begin your celebration. One of the things that I'm most honored to do with each graduating class is to be the last person to get to speak to you before you go out into the world. So with all due respect to the family and friends here, if you'll indulge me for just about 2 minutes, and I promise it won't be longer, I'd like to just talk to the graduates. When we think about Penn College, a couple of things come to mind. You heard us talk today about degrees that work. You hear us lately talk about something called tomorrow makers, because I think looking out to all of you, you are going to make tomorrow for all of us. No matter what school you're representing today, no matter what major you're representing today, you have a hand in the future that all of us will hope to live and enjoy. I was reading this week an article about what business and industry, healthcare, education, manufacturing, it doesn't matter which, is looking for in the graduates of today. And the number one thing in that article was compassion. I stopped to think about that a little bit, and I thought, well, certainly it should be skills, it should be in the ability to communicate. And then I checked myself and said it really is compassion, because you won't get the job, you won't get the opportunity if you don't have the skills, if you can't communicate, if you can't calculate, if you can't do what's required of you, you won't get the job. But here's the deal. I don't think you'll keep the job. You won't have the career that you're looking for without compassion. And so I think they got it right. It's compassion for your fellow workforce members. It's compassion for what you do and believe in. And it's compassion for the community in which you live. And so if we've given you anything beyond the credential that you walk out of here with today, it's, I hope, what you heard in your commencement speaker's remarks. It's that you cared about each other as a family, that you cared about each other when you had hard times and good times, that you had fun, that you worked hard. But you leave here with the belief that with the skills and the education that you have, and the compassion for what you believe in and for the future, your opportunities will be endless. We're really only going to ask one thing of you, and that is go out into the world today and make us Penn College proud. We couldn't ask for anything more. And with that, I say, congratulations. Enjoy the day.
I invite those who are able to stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps, and everyone join in the singing of the Penn College Alma Mater. The lyrics may be found on page 2 of your program or on the screen above the stage.